Only on 11 Alive, fined for sewage. Now these hot days can have you running to escape to a cool Georgia lake. But the question tonight, what else is in the water with you? New at 11, the state of Georgia is finding water systems in Gainesville and Coweta County for dumping raw sewage into the creeks and waterways.
Oh, it kind of makes your stomach churn, doesn't it? And we just learned that 2 million gallons of sewage ended up in Lake Lanier following a spill in 2020. Doug Richards explains just how widespread this problem is.
Atlanta spent billions of dollars to clean up issues at this Northwest Atlanta sewage treatment plant. But around the state, there are countless plants that still have some lamentable issues. State records show that 2 million gallons of raw sewage spilled from this treatment plant in Flowery Branch straight into Lake Lanier. It happened in October 2020, when heavy rainfall overloaded the plant and wastewater spilled into the creek that feeds the lake. Though the incident was unusual, state records show that about twice a month so far this year, the state has issued consent orders with penalties to local water and sewage operators for wastewater spills into Georgia water systems.
There are failures, and it's not out of the ordinary for it to happen. We just don't want it to be happening on a routine basis.
Juliet Cohen with the Chattahoochee Riverkeeper says people who use Lake Lanier or the Chattahoochee River for recreation are still mostly safe to use the water, especially if they're not close to a discharge point for a sewage system.
Depending on how large the water body is, there's a certain amount of dilution that occurs. And also, of course, it's very dependent on the size of the spill.
Cohen says Georgia's sewage systems have generally done better keeping bad stuff out of the state's lakes and rivers, though there are some inevitably woeful exceptions.
You don't want to have, consistent spills that will be, routinely impacting public health or water quality. That is really the big concern.
Although the state has negotiated penalties with water systems routinely this year, Cohen says her group has found that bacteria levels in the Chattahoochee have dropped by 80% since the 1990s. In Northwest Atlanta, Doug Richards, 11 Alive News.